So, last session, having made it back out of the underground area, the group has taken up multiple jobs for the Canis Fortuna, with their new friend Nilithotep and Electra going off to back to uh, Altair to deal with a missing person there. Mountain Blood and Snowbreaker heading up north to deal with some mysterious stuff going on there. And the rest of the group of Nildir, Victor, and Lyric heading west to the city of Sagatay to deal with uh, undead issues. And since Skull Smasher is unfortunately not feeling well today, so let's hope him and his wife feel better, we will just be focusing on the group of Victor, Nildir, and Lyric. As heading off to the city, they ran into the old traveling merchant they ran into not too long ago, Ennius, and hitched a ride with him and his group to make it to Sagatay, where we meet them just a little bit outside of the city. As Ennius perks up, well, good traveling with you guys again. Good stories you told about the interesting stuff happened down in the underground, did it not?
You don't know the half of it.
I'm honestly, I'm just happy to not have to walk all the way halfway across the empire somewhere. So anytime.
So, was there anything you guys needed before you headed off to your deal with your situation?
Eh, I know Victor wanted to see if he could get some bottles of holy water. He's dealing with undead, so he probably should be carrying a lot more of those around.
Oh, well, it's your lucky day. I do happen to have a few of those on hand.
And what's the cost for his contribution?
Let me look up what holy water costs.
1 million gold.
Best can do is about 40, 40 pieces of electrum. I'm sure that's not a problem, right? Convert all the conversion rates.
Hmm.
Considering you helped me kind of be extra guards, I'll sell you a couple bottles for flasks for 20 gold piece each. I have 3 of them on me right now.
So 60 in total. Done
Yep.
deal.
Need any more lie?
Not at the moment. Let's see. To add 3 bottles of holy water.
I've gotten rid of some of it, but not all of it. Ugh. Sometimes you just make poor decisions.
Well, eh, don't say that. Uh, a customer is a customer. Sometimes they buy up your whole stock,
Yeah.
which should
Hopefully.
honestly be the best point of any traveling merchant. So let's carry back.
Yeah. Anything else you need?
No, that'd be it for Victor.
I'm good.
Well, I'm unfortunately not heading straight into the city, so you guys were, so I will part with you ways here as you hit like a
Oh,
fork in the path and he starts heading northward.
oh, there's one thing. I don't know why I still have this in my inventory. I have apparently elf ear jewelry that I've been had. I can't for the life of remember why.
You bought it from the jeweler down in the Underdark City.
And I think I was going to try and sell it for like for twice its price up here. So,
Well, luckily you're in the City of Elves, so maybe you can sell it somewhere in there.
oh, that's a good point. No, high on that. Yeah, well, that's about it. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, and we already determined that it doesn't fit me. Now that I even want it.
That's I could have sworn I had somebody in the capital I was going to get that for, just for like fancy gift. But
Lyric just stares off in the distance.
Hey, Victor.
Mhm.
Does she do this often?
Yes.
Okay.
So sometimes, it's half the time it's either this or half the time it's just being angry with me because I've done something wrong.
Stupid, yes.
Oh, I've already experienced that myself.
I just don't care anymore.
Fair enough.
Also, I honestly wanted to set this up so that way I could just take some time off and handle some things back at the office, but
Does Victor put the earrings back in his pocket?
no, he's just holding it. He's just trying to think where to put it at. So
They're just
maybe
gonna sleight of hand them.
what do you're gonna steal my earrings?
Right
As
out of
a-
your
No.
hand.
Just gonna grab them real quick.
Are you tempted to do this sneakily or just blatantly take them?
Just blatantly take them.
I think I'd be counter with athletics since
Sure, that sounds good.
don't fuck up.
Yeah, you
no.
see her going in for the grab, and you just yank your hand up as she's about to grab them.
I imagine she's just like still hanging on. Victor's just has his arm in the air and she's just dangling off.
With your other hand, you're holding her on her head, and she's like her arms are swinging wildly, trying to grab stuff.
I'm guessing you wanted the earrings for whatever reason.
She just looks at him. No, it's not that I want them. You just have no idea what you have.
I'm pretty sure I have a gift. I'm pretty sure, come to think of it, I have a gift for whoever we're gonna meet in town about the job. So yes,
If they're worth anything at all. Maybe you should ask an elf who might like jewelry to see if there's anything about them.
hey, Neil there. Is there anything special about these earrings?
He's a half elf.
You don't have to be mean about it.
You don't have to be mean.
Maybe you should ask a girl who's an elf about them.
Holy crap! You're a girl. He's literally just giving you that toying look.
I need Victor to make a what kind of save is this? This is a wisdom saving throw.
What am I defending against?
My spell save.
Oh, that just reminds me of that scene from the
Roll the
Lorax.
spell that you're casting.
That's a woman?
Alright, since we're gonna metagame this fight. 10, so I imagine I don't make it.
No, Victor.
So,
As you're staying there, everything around you starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
I'm assuming you cast Enlarge Reduce on him, correct?
No. I made him into a rat.
Oh, okay.
oh, good. So you're not getting the jewelry then. Because I believe that melts into my form.
That's only if you're wearing it.
Oh, one day he eats it.
There it is.
She doesn't
That's a
want the
woman?
jewelry. She wants to help you.
This is not how you go about asking people for help. Or offering such. Also, are you barefooted?
No, she's not.
What's the closest visible skin that's on Lyric? Knee height.
Would be her ankles or somewhere.
He's gonna
half
scramble
up.
up her leg into her hair and scratch her away.
She's not going to be bothered by it.
How would that have to do to damage Lyric?
You know what? I'm just gonna put a stop to this.
Oh, Victor's just trying to break her concentration so he can go back to normal.
Well, let me pull up the stats for a rat here.
just so you know. So it's a minus. So it has a bite attack.
Yep.
That is a +0 to hit. It does 1 piercing damage, and that's it. That's all it has.
So roll a d20.
All right, really. Here's the question: do I still get extra attack on top of this?
Nope.
That's unfair. Anyway,
It's dispelled.
should've
You're back to
been-
normal.
thank you. I'm so.
You have to make a spell casting ability check.
I
on
did.
that because it's a
Intelligence 17.
level- Okay.
That's
So,
why I said he's back to normal. He was-
So fully grown Victor in plate armor is now on top of Lyric's head. Please, by all means, try and resist that weight.
I was gonna say make a dexterity save because you'll feel him unshrinking, so you can get him off of you. But yeah, that'll make it.
Now, if you two are done, perhaps we should be on our way.
Victor's just gonna pull out his pupper and start petting him. Yes, we're done. Right, Lyric?
She folds her arms and does the arm turn
Eh,
or
children.
head turn.
Anyway, please, let's go into town and get our job done. And Victor just starts walking.
Okay,
Lisa
so
sees
after a
something
few
under
more
her
minutes
breath.
of walking, I guess I interrupted you there. Go ahead.
That's okay. As we're walking, Lyric's just started saying stuff under her breath.
I was gonna ask. I know you were not from this area. Have you ever visited this city, Lyric?
Let's see. What's a 12 in history mean for me?
I'm just say, yeah, your parents at one point took you back here because they had friends they knew that lived here, but it was so long ago you don't remember anything about it.
Hey, Timmy G,
Yeah.
how old is this city?
It was founded before your time, so you technically would have been here, but it's been 1,000 years. It's probably totally different.
Probably totally different. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if it had popped up in the 1,000 years that Nildir was gone, or if it had been around back then. If it had been established yet.
Yep. Although you do remember the city, the people lived in the trees, a lot of them. So,
They're in the
as
trees, man.
you guys get closer, you notice there is a lot bigger tree covering here as you start seeing. From the foliage you can see through, you see really high trees peeking up over the tops of the treetops. As the area starts getting considerably darker because they're, trees and full of leaves, basically blocking out the sun where you're getting close to right now. As you reach the edge of the city, you see a giant tree that's basically its base is bigger than some houses you've seen as it just towers into the sky.
Okay, so it's not like the massive tree from Avatar.
No, it's multiple, bigger than, higher than sequoias, super big. And you see, bridges going between them, doors, and, visibly see windows, lights in them. You see a few other houses and huts kind of around that are maybe more for storage around there. But yeah, just basically this area is just full of ginormous trees.
I am the Lorax, and I speak for the trees, and for some reason they're speaking Vietnamese.
But yeah, it seems like everyone give me an Arcana check.
It's sad that the bard has better Arcana than the wizard. So 26.
Yeah, Victor, you can sense some kind of lingering magic in these trees, like they were unnaturally made this big by some kind of magic. Both Lyric and Nildir, yeah, you can sense some kind of druidic magic that's caused these trees to grow and expand beyond what trees should normally be able to use them as housing and stuff like that, but you can tell they're probably good defensive-wise. Not much is going to be able to break through them. Good for housing.
Are you saying these are elves that live in trees?
Yes.
Do they make cookies?
cookies?
No, they are not Keebler elves.
Not yet,
Well,
but
maybe
Lyric will
some.
change
There's probably
that.
some old elf granny that makes cookies in one of the tree houses she lives in.
Before I leave here, I'll be surprised if Lyric doesn't start a cookie empire out of the Keeblers in these trees.
Yeah, going through the city, you see mostly elves. In here, you see some more high elves, some more. What are the other types of elves? I'm drawing a blank like an idiot.
What elves?
Wood elves, yeah. Every now and then you see a drow, but they're not super common. But you see a few halflings wandering around, a few high elves, humans here and there, stuff like that. So, see a couple of people that look like constructs of some kind. And a few other races here and there, but mostly 90% elves. Everyone give me a perception check.
Seven.
30-20.
Neil, dear, you're the only person that notices this, but you see a more half-elf looking lady that seems decked out more than most people are. You see a couple giant quivers on her back. You see at least 4 bows on her of different sizes and varieties. You see like a scarf wrapped around, basically from her nose down, leaned up against a smaller tree, just looking around. And you make eye contact with her.
What the hell? Guys, you seeing this? Guys?
Hmm?
Are you seeing this?
Seeing what?
Up
Like,
against the tree.
They're just like looking at his map, like trying to figure out. Okay, we're supposed to go where now? Oh, and he looks up. Does he see what Dildir's staring at?
Yeah, now that he's pointed her out, you see her. And she makes eye contact with you now. And actually starts walking over now.
So, question. And was it a description with who we were supposed to meet about the job?
It said there would be a female half-elf would be looking for you.
And quick question, sad to say, it's spelled 2 G's or 1 G. I can't move Lyric to find out.
Sure, let me...
Sorry, just for note taking. Thank you.
Like most of my cities in this campaign, it's named after a star. If you hadn't figured that out yet.
I had not figured that out.
I have.
That is fascinating. Pictures, Captain.
And she's still walking towards you. Lyric, by this point, you notice her too.
Yeah.
Maybe our contact. I have to take a guess.
I have to say so.
As she walks up and just like looks you right in the face, Victor, like a few inches from your face.
Can I help you?
You get no response back from her. As she kind of looks around at you at your armor.
Alright.
She snaps her fingers and points at you. And she does a hand wave. Like, follow me.
Alright, well. Yeah, I guess we're following later.
So she starts weaving through the city, kind of going through behind a couple. What you could maybe describe as a back alley in this place. It's hard to say. As you're going through, you see what comes across kind of like the center square of the city, where there is a much smaller looking tree at the center. Nildir, give me a history check.
Ooh, I will try. If I can find it on my sheet, there it is. 14.
Yeah, you remember hearing about the city. There was a tree that is said to have been planted by, let me get this name here quick.
Again, sorry for the quiet. I was actually checking my notes to see what I wrote down about the job.
Planted by the goddess Selene herself that signaled the founding of this city. Everyone give me an Arcana check then as you go by this tree.
You're doing the whole little, because she's not talking, doing the whole little tour guide bit of, and here on the right, you'll see this tree said to have been planted by the goddess Selene at the formation of the city.
Were you doing the Arcana check?
Yeah, sorry, I was doing
Your
a
bit,
little
yeah.
bit 11.
13.
Lyric's the only one that notices this, but yeah, that tree is giving off some kind of radiant energy.
Bright light, it burns.
Radical.
So after a few more minutes, you do see a couple around that one tree. You see a few like stands look like they're selling. You see a lot of like fruits and vegetables for sale. Stuff that looks like it's foraged from the forest, stuff like that. You see some pumpkins, bunch of mushrooms, few like flowers for sale, stuff like that.
While they're being led, can Victor just kind of quickly haggle for an apple to eat?
Yeah, you walk by a stand that's selling some apples. You see some nice looking Honey Crisp looking apples.
So, eh, so quickly to kind of stay with the group, for brevity's sake, how much is it for a pair of apples? Like a few silver?
Yeah, like if you're gonna get how many?
Just a couple, too.
Two silver, a silver piece each.
Is
Yep.
Victor getting apples so he can eat them to look like even more of an asshole?
Yes. You're following. Good. Let's see. 1 gold is, I think, 10 silver, so that'd be 8. So you put 7 silver pieces in gets a couple honey crisps.
The elf lady running the stand goes, "Thank you for your patronage, sir." As you're you hear a tap, tap, tap on your armor.
I'm coming.
As the half elf lady is kind of looking at you, like doing the "come on, hurry up."
All in good time. And let's say I'll put the silver down to grab a couple honey hose, kind of give the wistful, the quick salute, like thank you, and start following the rest of our Nildir and our
A
I don't know,
contact.
our contact, yes, supposed contact.
So after a few more bit of wandering, you come she leads you to a building that's more of a fortification that's clearly made out of stone, with a symbol of. Let me look up what this is again, just to make sure I got this right.
Inspector Gadget.
Of a bow and arrow above the building. Everyone give me another history check.
Oh, that's not good.
I've got
Eight.
the brain blast. Hold on. 17.
Victor, you just kind of look at that, huh?
Well,
As you take a bite of your apple.
just loud crunch.
That's a bow and arrow.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a barracks or something important.
Nildir and Lyric. Yeah, this is probably the headquarters of the army in this city for the Empire. It's the Sagittarius office from which you can tell from the symbol on above the door.
Oh.
And she kind of opens the door and just kind of gestures, like, get in here.
She's clearly trying to pull rank, so I'm just gonna walk in like I don't give a fuck. Let that her little tough routine's not getting to me. That I know if they could handle things here by themselves, that they wouldn't have called for us.
Yep. We're just walking, eating his apple.
Okay. As you're walking in, she reaches out a hand to you, Victor.
A hand as in no
Like a
food
handshake.
allowed. Oh, a handshake. Okay, can I? First off, I'm gonna insight. It's like, is this just a friendly handshake? It's like, is this friendly or she's about to pull something?
Oh yeah, roll insight.
25.
Yeah, this is she just wants to shake your hand.
All right.
As you do that, you can't see it, but it looks like she's smiling underneath like the scarf she has blocking her mouth.
Oh. He returns the handshake with the hand that's not covered in apple. Clearly.
As you're walking in here, another female voice go, Carlika, you better be back. I know we're waiting on those people to help with this undead issue, but you don't really need to go yourself. As you see a halfling kind of walk in to the kind of office you're led into.
Oh, good. Someone that talks.
These the people that were summoned? You see the other half-elf kind of nod. Should have just sent me. I could actually talk, you know.
Does she not talk?
Vow silence or not by choice?
We'll say not by choice and leave it at that.
Understood.
I know your friend Eric would have maybe explained to you. I don't know if he did.
He did not.
Mm-mm.
You wouldn't have known Eric, Nildir.
I have no idea who that is.
Lyric, you would know who Eric is because you know he's one of the people that was kind of main people that dealt with the situation with Namek's army a couple months ago. Kind of one of the people labeled as a hero of the city of... What city was that again? I'm totally drawing a blank. The city that got wiped out by him. Arcturus, I think I called it.
Arcturus. It was Arcturus.
Yeah.
Yes, I was just searching for and it was ringing a bell.
So you're one of the halfling kind of goes, one of the heroes of Arcturus then, are you? Not familiar with the other two members of that little mercenary group you started, but good to see you. She kind of goes to a handshake as well.
Again, Victor would just have that kind of weird eye, like, and then give back a hearty handshake.
Well, it's good to have you guys here. My name is, Sheena Thorngage. I am the vice legate of the group. You've already met our legate, Carlika there. She kind of does a hand wave thing.
So, like, Carlequwa, that's Carleqwa or something.
I will put these names in chat quick.
Thank you. Also, apologies about the like usually I don't usually I'm meaning for ranking officer I don't get a handshake. I get a salute or something similar.
Yeah, you're
It's a
technically
little
not
it's a little
military, so whatever. We tend to
fair
be a little
enough.
more lax over here. Oh, believe me, if you would have been an active member, there would have been a salute, but you're not as of now, so. So I don't know if you've heard or not, but the army over here has been dealing with some rogue agents from the Feywild that we've been dealing with. So the army's kind of a little work thin dealing with that. So the leader of the city has decided to hire some extra help to deal with some of the other situations that have rung up. So that's why you guys are here.
So, so wait a minute. You said they're doing it with an orc army that's currently marauding.
They're dealing with some issues with the Feywild that are
Ah,
going around here.
I uh, well, you're in good hands. We've had a lot of experience of working with dealing with sorts of issues and working in the army. So glad to be of help.
Yeah, army's just a little run thin over here. So city told us to brief you on the situation. I know your buddy Eric and a couple of his new recruits are dealing with their issue right now. Unfortunately, he's not in the city to say hi, but he gives his regards.
Well, same regards. Likewise, I said should they return sometime soon, and we're not here.
Hmm. So we hear it's a bit of an undead problem.
Yes, there has been. We're not sure what it is, but there is some undead stench emanating from just kind of northeast of town here that people have been attacked by undead. A few of them escaped, apparently. A couple of them not been so lucky.
Well, today is your lucky day, as I'm quite the expert in the subject.
and me and my other compatriot also have plenty of experience with fighting undead. So
Yes.
again, you're in good hands.
Yep, that's part of the reason why the city hired you, because if you're dealing with the undead army attack a few months ago.
You guys dealt with an undead army attack?
He kind
Yeah,
of looks at you. How do you not know about that?
I thought we mentioned it earlier. But
No, I've never heard of this.
well, I'll fill you in the details afterwards. But yes, let's just say a good buddy of ours, wink wink, and decided to cause some issues, and we over in Arcturus completely almost wiped the place off the map. But yeah,
Well,
like I said,
essentially
that's
wiped the place off the map. There was like 5 survivors of the city.
well, I was talking more about standing structures, but yes,
Ah.
it's pretty much gone.
I'm just gonna chalk that up on a mental note of other heinous crimes asshole has caused.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, it was. And they're just kind of like has that glaze over look, like, yeah, it wasn't exactly the most pleasant experiences, but stuck to our crossbows and did our job.
Fair enough.
Like I said, I'll fill you in the full details later,
All right.
and we'll turn back to I'll turn back to. You said it was Shayna Thorngate, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I'll turn. Just out there and just point out, yeah, Nildir hasn't been around the area for quite a bit, so yeah, he's a little. But trust me, he's very experienced on the topic of the undead and supernatural. So
Just a little out of the loop on certain current events or recent events.
Ah,
traveling abroad can do that.
you must be a wizard kind of locked in your in research then, I assume.
That's a way to put it. Yes.
That is a way to put it.
Yes, I know there's a eccentric wizard around here that lives off in a tree he grew out in the outskirts himself that tends to keep to himself, but adventures out every now and then to, get food and deal with the fallout of his screw-ups.
Mm.
Luckily, he's far enough out of time he's only ever hurt himself in situations, so we let him be for now.
Probably the type that gets along better with animals than people.
Yeah, he is on a watch list.
That's mildly concerning, but not necessarily
I'm
our
not going
problem
to
to
touch
worry
that.
about.
I'm
Yep.
not going to touch that.
Yeah, Vader's just like I said, Vader's just saying mildly concerning, but you know what? That's not my problem. Anywho, back to the situation at hand. And he'll probably, I guess, the closest to a nearest tape, approximate to a table. He'll lay out the map that he's been carrying, and mark off where the undead stench is coming from.
Yeah, she points to an area kind of, like I said, northeast to here. Be about a good 2-hour walk.
Any other than that, has there been any other intel on the area? Like
She mentioned that there is a Feywild area over there that you might want to avoid that's more... She points to a little bit further southeast. Try not to go in there. You don't want to get trapped in the Feywild.
Probably not. That wouldn't work too well with what we've got going on.
Yeah.
Any other reports from citizens in the area? Any? Do we have an idea of various locations of where people were encountering the undead? Any idea on the numbers they were encountering? Any more information you can give us on these incidents?
Also, any disappearances that might have been an uptick in happening.
Yeah, we have noticed a couple of missing citizens, so we're assuming the worst at this point. So it may have added to their numbers, unfortunately.
But that's no put acutely pointed out. I guess we're also working in the dark about exactly how much we're dealing with.
So you think
Okay.
there's one main thing controlling them, so that should be the main target. But we've noticed that she kind of points out it's been in this kind of like general vicinity, like it's moving around.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to figure out roughly the size of the force or amount of undead creatures it has at its disposal based on how frequent the attacks have been, where the location of the attacks, and anyone who's made it away from them, how many they've seen.
The last one said they saw 2 zombies.
So it sounds like by the sound of it, we're the scouting force to kind of pinpoint what exactly is going on.
Pinpoint what's going on, pinpoint who's making these things and where they are.
And how big of a problem it is for the city. So that's fairly standard. So, any patrols in the area that's other than what's been already reported, anybody who's specifically not been reporting in lately?
Not that we are aware of.
Although, there is something that I should reference or make note of while we're still here. Apparently, I understand what she's been telling us about with the army being stretched rather thin, but clearly they must think of this as quite a substantial issue since they've requested no less than 3 people to deal with the issue. So they must see it as a substantial threat.
Yes, and unfortunately the army can't spare anyone right now, otherwise we would have dealt with this ourselves.
they're looking to people, to experts to handle this quickly.
Exactly.
All right, so
Fine so far.
find the one controlling the undead, find where the undead are coming out from, see if we can rescue any of the people who have gone missing, or if they. I'm going to be I'm going to be a little blunt here. If they have indeed been killed, at least bring back some semblance of proof that that's what happened, that we found them, whether they are alive or no longer.
Yes, we would always like closure if at all possible.
I'll say we got everything we can so far. So you said this area is. Is there any other creatures in our flora or fauna we should be concerned about? Like, I don't know, lions, tigers, bears, manning plants, or just local things you should not. If we're out there for a bit, anything we have end up foraging, we don't have to worry about stumbling over or eating. That might be a problem. Just a lay of the land.
Local dangers.
Well, no
Yes.
more than any other forest. Although if you get too close to the Feywild, some weird stuff can start showing up there. But you'd
Okay,
probably notice that.
So nothing out of the ordinary except probably bears and wolves and whatnot. Which, like I said, might be only a problem if they've been attacked and raised. So,
Well, we
other than that,
hope to avoid any contact with the Fae, but just for sake of brevity, for note, I am fluent in Sylvan.
good to hear. Yeah, I'm going to be blunt and say we're just going to try and avoid that as much as possible if we can absolutely have to. We've got enough on our plate about adding the Fae in any negative context to the list. So,
Yeah, it basically says on rare occasions you could run into some. Let's see here, trolls every rare occasions. Some of the more. What's the other one here? Some evil ape things that are weird. Some were creatures that wandered around. Some not nice spiders, stuff like that.
Roughly what time of day is it?
It's before noon.
For noon. Victor. What do you say we try to... We just arrived. How about we make our way around, speak with some of the locals, see if we can uncover any more information about these undead, and if there's anyone who's has any either first-hand or second-hand information on any encounters or noticings of strange going-ons. And once we've done that, set out tonight, as it may be more likely the undead will come out during the night.
Victor will just put a finger to his chin. Think about it for a moment. I don't see any reason against that. And let's say the more information we know, the better. And
Sheena kind of perks up. We're trying to keep this hush hush, so if you're not talk to citizens about that for now, we'd be appreciative.
See, he said ape things, were creatures, spiders. I said the few zombies been seen. There was one other thing she had mentioned that I'm trying to remember what it was. Let's say maybe it's just being in general, like things they can possibly run into, random encounters, or anything that might have been possibly turned to undead. There was one thing I didn't only catch partially.
What'd you say? Which ones did you list off? I said.
You said there's some zombies seen, ape things, were creatures, spiders, and one other
Trolls.
thing. Trolls. That was it. Most of the trolls are. Those are the more concerning of all things listed. Otherwise, yeah, if we're not really, if we're strictly to keep things on the hush hush, we might just wait till nighttime, like it, time set up camp at a nearby inn.
Oh, I have just a quick mechanical question, Mr. Timmy G.
Yes.
That ring that I have, you said it's mage armor +2. So
Yeah,
does
it's
that
basic
just
mage armor, so.
So does that just raise my armor by +2, or is it saying it acts as the mage armor spell with +2 added on top of that?
It's the mage armor is +2 to AC, right? Was I remembering that right?
No, mage armor's 13 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay, so yeah, it functions as mage armor without having to use your spell slot. I must have remembered what mage armor was wrong.
Yeah, I just had to look it up myself to make sure what that was. Yeah, it seems to be it becomes 13 plus dex modifier. Thank you. I'll just mark that down because I just had it as mage armor +2.
Yeah, like I said, it's just mage armor without using a spell slot, but it has a different effect on you.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure I have it correct in case we get into combat or in case I decide to use that later, so I have an accurate number.
Said if you wanted to use normal mage armor, you could use that still if you have that as a spell. But that
No,
would
I have
cost a spell
shield.
slot. What was that?
No, but I have shield that I can just always drop on top of that as a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I don't have mage armor. Oh well. Something to consider for the future.
Otherwise, all right, let's. So does anybody have any other questions? Otherwise, I think we're good from this point.
Now, I would maybe recommend going in the day that Sheena pokes up, because you never know, might be worse to travel at night, but that's just my opinion. I don't normally deal with the undead.
Fair, if we wanted to avoid them, we might want to travel during the day, but if we're trying to find where they're coming from and see where they're getting some more information and possibly try to track some of these things down or the person controlling it, we may or may not get some more information if we head out at night.
I'm inclined to agree. We're trying to figure out exactly how much who we're dealing with, what we're dealing with, and how much. We only know a little bit about the what. It's a matter of size, numbers, and strength.
So we may just want to rest up at some point later before nightfall.
Speaking of which, is there any place we're being put up for put up for our stay, or are we just literally meant to just being told what to do and then to head off and deal with it?
And unfortunately, the city did not set up any places for you to stay. I think they're expecting you to go deal with it immediately.
Typical city issues. They bring people in, but they don't realize that it's not a matter of how many people you throw at it, but how much time they have to actually figure out what's going on. But at least once we find the source of it, it should be rather easy or simple to deal with at that point. It's just uh, locating the source.
Unfortunately, let's see. Well, the most we can do is maybe pick up any additional health potions in town, or any healing supplies, just so we have it on hand, and then head out. Or at least check in with local patrols. Everyone, make sure nothing awry has happened in the meanwhile before heading in. That should accommodate both.
Yeah, if you want to get some supplies, we can get that information for you and meet you. Kind of points to the edge of the town here. That be the fastest way to reach that area.
So we know we've seen the map, and they pointed out roughly in the map where they've noticed issues going on. Correct?
Yes.
I'd like to just take a quick look at the map before we head on out.
Okay. What are you looking for exactly?
It may help a little bit. It may not help at all. I'm not sure, but I just want to take a look at that area where the incidents have been reported. Take a look at any specific to weird, unusual topography, any landmarks in the area to basically try to think if I was going to do this, being a fellow necromancer or connoisseur of the undead, if I was going to be doing something like this, where I would be doing this out of to try to get into their head.
Okay.
Where would be the best place to be doing this from, given the area?
Okay, give me an intelligence check and then a investigation check looking at the map.
Okay. Intelligence 18. Investigation 19.
Yeah, from what you're looking at, nothing here seems to make sense. It's not really, from what you can see, it's not any well-traveled paths to bring anything up, or any kind of logical stuff that would make like a good fort or access to more corpses to grow your army. It just seems like it randomly happened here.
Huh. That's weird. And he will say that out loud as he's looking at the map. That's weird.
Sheena kind of pokes up. What's weird?
It doesn't make sense. This
What?
area that the zombies are coming from, if someone were to be raising undead, it's not a traveled path. There's no fortresses. There's nothing fortifiable about this area or access to new bodies for corpses. So it doesn't really make sense why it's happening here.
Not from the information we have. They could be trying to find something there. Maybe they would just take a audible bite from his apple, swallows before continuing. It might not necessarily be that they're looking for people. They're looking for to further build an army. More just let's say they might be trying to find something or trying to capitalize on some, I don't know, some mystic site or whatever. A place of power. That would be my guess without any further information.
There just seems to be nothing special about this area on the map. If anything, it seems remarkably unspecial.
Where's the Feywild in relative distance from the point on the map? We were
about
warned
like an
about the
hour's
Feywild.
walk.
But like, Nilir's looking on a map for things that are, different, and it's just like, well, they have the Feywild here. Where's the Feywild on the map?
It's at about an hour's walk.
Which direction?
Southeast.
So so it would be, because we're on the map, so it would be relatively like over here. Because we're over here in Sagittae. So southeast, so it's in between where Sagittae is and the capital?
Yeah, I don't have it on this map because it'd be way further out than this. It's just the set map of this capital.
But
I don't have a
capital
world
and
map for
Sagittae.
people to go on. What?
But it's between the capital and Sagittae.
It's basically essentially within Sagittae's boundaries.
But it's on the path from the capital to Sagittae. That would
Essentially,
be the
yeah. Like I said, the
'cause
Feywild entrance is off the beaten path too.
Yes, but there's a lot of not beaten path that's between trails and roads.
Yes.
So, and usually when you find these undead, where do you find them?
You
Usually
asking
around
me or them?
cemeteries or battlefields are the most common places to find a lot of them.
But recently, where have you found them?
Close to the Feywild entrance.
So, Derek just puts out her hands. So,
Hmm.
You think they're coming in from the Feywild?
Yes! She just starts clapping and just points at Neilder, just like, he wins!
No, they're not.
But you're finding them near the Feywild. Someone who is at least a scholar in necromancy says they're generally a necromancer is looking for a powerful area or object that has a lot of magic to it.
So they're probably maybe focusing, building up power to attack them would be more accurate, I'd say.
It just doesn't seem like. Basically, what I'm just trying to say is it doesn't really seem like a logical place to be gathering corpses.
There's nothing
Nah,
really
it-
out there. Not a lot of travelers. Not a lot of corpses to
unless
make
you
use
already have the bodies you need. And then the Feywild would be a perfect place to hide your army, because no one's going into the Feywild.
of. Other than the dozens of the Feywild, which look back to Shania. I'm sure you have contacts there as well, or at least emissaries. They would have probably noted something like that happening. If it concerns both here, the Sagittae and their on stuff that's going on their side. It's a mutual enemy. It wouldn't keep that to themselves.
Hmm.
Assuming they're aware of it.
Lyric just kind of looks at Victor. Victor, what was the last job we just did?
Right, we were in the Underdark.
Uh-huh. And what did we find in the Underdark and the things that weren't in civilization? With all the mushrooms and stuff.
We found weirder undead that just
Weird undead.
yeah.
And once we cleared out those weird undead, what else did we find?
Yes, we found.
We found the crazy priest guy and the the lich bitch.
So let's think about this for a second. So
Who's a lich bitch?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid talking about. Thank you.
Don't worry about it; it's not important.
So in the complete opposite direction, under the soil, away from a drow civilization, in a mushroom forest, we found a whole bunch of undead and a cleric of undead.
Yeah, but we also found a site they were using. They were also using to stage from a site of power. Hence my point. We know where they're near. We don't know why. What's the angle to then attack?
It's obvious the site of power is somewhere in or near the Feywild.
The problem is even then that's a gamble because we're talking about the Feywild. The Feywild is not exactly it's not exactly a place on a map you say, oh hey, just go here. It's like there's an entrance, but outside of that, that's where things get wild.
Just deadpan stares at Victor. God bullshit.
Yes, I understand that. I'm still saying though.
What's more powerful than the Feywild?
Okay, so you're saying there's probably some kind of god magic involved.
Hopefully not, or we're all screwed.
Lyric thinking back to however long she's been with Victor's company, just like, did this caused by God bullshit. Did this caused by God bullshit. Did this caused by God bullshit. We're doing this. Yes, yeah, God bullshit.
All right, we still This is still just correlation. We don't have direct causations, and again, we won't know that until we go in.
Hey Victor, what happened before I met you? What were you doing?
Try not to make too many assumptions.
Right, but at some point, everything it's just the same thing. It's just the same thing. So
Okay.
we should start at the same thing every single time, and then say, well, if it's different, well, it's different.
Well, how about we should probably head out and figure out a plan of observation for tonight, because I would still say that it'd be best to gather up what we need during the day, and as soon as nightfall or sundown, nightfall, we should head out to see if we can figure out where these things are coming from and track down the source.
I'm just gonna turn back to. You said she was the sublegate, correct?
Yep.
The sublegate. Do you have any spare health potions to provide? Some for these two, and a very strong flask of whatever ale you've got for me. Ale, whiskey, spirit, don't care.
Unfortunately, we don't have any liquor here. I can see about securing you a couple extra health potions, but that would take a bit.
Well,
Like
we've got
before-
all day.
Yeah, before nightfall, yes, that'd be fine.
Oh, if it's as bad as you think it is, maybe you should head out now.
I'd rather not be. All right, how's everyone doing at health potions? I've got at least 4, so that's why I'm not asking for any for myself.
I have exactly 0.
And Larry,
However,
Larry,
he
I
will
know,
hold out his hand, kind of glowing blue slightly. However, I do have access to some healing magic.
I know you two got access to healing magic. It's more of a matter of, hey, let's not waste. Depending on how much we find, I'd rather not waste too many resources. Some are replenishable, some are not. I'd rather waste the easier stuff. Or he's looking at resource usage and supply usage. It's rather have a few not needed and suddenly needed and not have it. You know,
Hmm.
especially as backups.
It would be nice to rest for a short bit of time before we head out.
So, well, since I'm here, that's the official representative. I'm say we're gonna head out now, but we'll just stick to the borders just to meet up with the border guards. Or we'll wait only as long as to get like any extra supplies and then go. Like we won't actually penetrate further until nighttime.
It's unlikely that we'd run into much resistance or many undead sightings while the sun is still out.
It's mostly past reports I'm caring about. Like anything. Like we know only zombies, but that's a pretty wide category. So yeah, I think we'll wait for those. We'll see what health potions you guys can scare us up, and then we'll head over.
Okay.
Are we in Sagittarius proper?
Yes, you are in the city.
Okay, Lyric's just gonna go find any churches that are in town.
Okay. Roll for survival. Yeah, you remember that funky-looking tree. Figured this you think you went by a more churchy-looking tree by there. You go check out
Okay.
there, and you see a tree that on like the front of like the entrance has the symbol of I know I just said the god before, but I forgot already because I am bad. Saline there.
Is Lyric familiar with the goddess Selene?
The god of elves, I'd say you would be.
Okay, fine. Ignore that religion check then.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know that say because you're an elf. That's the god that's kind of credited with creating the elves, kind of nature, stuff like that, so.
Okay, she's gonna just walk on in.
You see kind of a big open tree that's got like a... What's it, like an amphitheater, like a thing in the center of it, where kind of like pews go all the way down the center. You see what still some stairs in the back, looks like it's leading up, but you do see in one end of it you see some shrines. You see a couple other shrines back there besides just Saline. Can't make them out at this distance, but you see someone tending to the shrines in the back.
Okay, she'll approach.
So you see an elfin female kind of sitting in the back, tending to them. Let me grab a quick name here. Ah, greetings, my child. What brings you to the Temple of Saline today?
Yes, I've recently been hired by the military to come and investigate the issues that the city is having with the undead. And, I've dealt with them before, between, oh, there's undead in this city, oh, there's a cult worshipping a god of the undead, oh, we're going to investigate this cave, oh, there's a cleric of the undead raising undead. So I figured a good place to start would be to familiarize myself with the beliefs of the people of town to see if there's anything going on that might be, and I quote, unquote, god bullshit.
Well, I am not familiar with anything going on. I know most of the people here mainly worship Saline. Few people for Arcana. Then every now and then we get a few people that, let me get this name here, dude. Resfelger are the main gods that are worshipped here. None of them deal with really undead. I know every now and then... Why can't I find his name on my list all of a sudden? Regulus is worshipped too, but he's kind of the everywhere god, because he's the god of luck and all that. But I've not heard of anything from the military about undead in here. I hope I'm not supposed to know that and you didn't breach contract.
It's more of an all-around kind of thing. How often do you deal with the Fae in the Feywilds? Do they approach the city at all, or...?
Every now and then some of their Eldenarin kind of wander into town, but they usually mean no harm. They're usually on good terms with them. I know we had some situations a couple months back, but some... what's his name? The Eric guy kind of dealt with them and brokered some peace, and he's dealing with that now, but most of them are nice people. Just...
okay.
They have weird magics.
Yes, I've heard as much. Is there anything else that's unusual around town, you would say? I would figure, this is a pretty big shrine. It's kind of, in the middle of town, and there's a lot of magic. I'm sure people come in and out. Have you
Yes, one of our more regular people, Ost, hasn't been showing up lately. I'm a little worried about him. I hope he's okay.
Ost?
A-U-S-T.
Okay. Do you happen to know where he lives? Or anyone that's familiar with him?
He is an older elf gentleman that most of his family actually moved away, so he's living by himself for the last couple decades. So he's been really devoted himself to the church. He's kind of teaches some of the kids stuff every now and then, too. He's a good helper.
Okay, well, I mean, I
I visited his house the other day, but he wasn't home, so I'm not sure.
Okay, well, where does he live?
If you go out past the Great Tree of Saline and take a the southeast path. He's in one of the houses down there in the autumn leaf tree.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. I'm gonna go see if he's home.
Ah, yes, and she kind of pulls out a little vial from her kind of clothes. Well, if you're dealing with the undead, have this flask of holy water. Hopefully it comes in handy.
Thanks. I certainly will do that.
May Saline guide you. She kind of does the praying kind of bow thing.
May Celine guide you. And Lurk's gonna head out of the tree and head to the southeast and find Oust's house. Oust's house in the middle of the tree.
House in the middle of the tree.
While she's doing that, Vader's gonna go find a tavern. Just kind of listen to the scuttlebutt about town. And try and get something. There's no alcohol here. It's a dry city. So he's gonna find at least have a decent meal before heading out. That's not rations.
I honestly
Okay.
don't know what to do while we're waiting.
Give me a survival check.
You come with me and just kind of discuss over the situation. Or the very least, just I can actually tell you about what happened over at Arturus.
Fair enough.
9.
Yeah, you've never been to an elven city filled with trees before. You're not sure which things are businesses, which are houses, or which are what, so you can't find anything that might resemble a inn or tavern right now.
I'll go with Victor, I guess.
I would say let's say in that case, I'm just gonna pull this up. He's been about, he's been around enough to with enough wandering, he'll be able to figure out where these mercenaries are gathering here in town. That includes taverns and feast halls where such folk might abide. It just might take him a little longer, but he'll figure his way.
Okay, so yeah, let me read that here. Yeah, you happen to notice that some more of the non-elven people seem to be congregating around this one older-looking tree that's got a bunch of windows in it. You see a sign on it that says, the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Can't say I'm a fan of the name, but any feast hall, a feast hall's a feast hall.
You know, as you go in, you see it's a tavern.
Yep.
And it looks like it's the inn in town too. I had never named the stuff in the city before. I just thought of that name off the top of my head.
What? Really? You'd never guess.
I thought I've made most of the names of other cities. I have not made the ones here for some odd reason. I thought I had.
I don't think anything anyway, so I'm just gonna say, it's alright. We've all had moments of world building, just leave out a spot for a bit and then don't get back to oh wait, we're here now. Darn. But yeah, it's no problem. So yeah, Victor will we'll grab a drink. Hank, well, he'll grab a pair of drinks and start start telling Nildir about quietly about how everything went down with Arturas, how and their first meeting with Namek and all the shit that went down there.
What hasn't frickin' Namek done?
It's part of it. Yeah, that's fair. The guy seems to be racking up war crimes
No, he's
bastard I care on account.
as he's being regaled. He's just saying that.
Yeah, he's just who also point out like it's also in a very low and tired voice. That's why I'm trying. That's also part because we ran into a few higher ups that were on his side. I'd rather not make it plainly aware that we know about that. Hell, hell, even Edmund pointed out that's something we should not be just casually dropping the conversation.
Mm. Don't you think his
Oh,
name is stupid though?
Namek? Yeah, tell me about it.
Freaking!
Well,
I still don't know why he changed his name to that.
I'm there's probably more to it. I don't know if it's just or it's just something he wanted to do because he wanted to feel special. It's I have honestly no idea.
I mean, he had a perfectly fine name. I don't know why he went fucking changed it.
Because he's an edge lord. What is it's like he's just gonna give you that look of look at me. Look into my eyes and tell me, is that something that he would not do the moment he gets flushed with terrible amount of power? And willing to do horrible crimes with it.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it has something to do with he wanted to separate himself from the connections his name and his life had before he changed it.
That also might be true. I mean, from what from I don't know if he has name was on Ingvar was telling me. Hey, it's something that it's a ritual thing.
Mm.
Because apparently quite a few of them do, including the woman we met down in the Underdark.
Yeah, but he could have at least chosen something that sounded less stupid than Namek.
Yeah, well, if you get to see him again, I'll be sure to let him know that he needs to workshop it a little more. By the way,
Oh, don't worry. If we see him, I'll tell him to his face.
excellent. Point is though, yeah, the Emperor kind of after dealing with all of that, it's when we found out about why this particular weapon is so special. Kind of figured, yeah, it's the hand of a merc. He'll kill plenty of people. He'll just charge it up. So I've been so that's been kind of something that's been weighing upon me since. I don't think he's like actively watching, but I do imagine he's keeping tabs.
Who's keeping tabs?
Our buddy, our
Uh,
Mister
Mr.
Mister Silly
Asshole.
Name. Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about him. He thinks he's so great, but I knew him before. I knew him well before he even became anything.
I'm honestly I'm just glad that
Well, really, he
yeah.
was someone before. He was a really big, important someone, but he he threw all that shit away.
I don't get if it was that important. Why?
I don't know.
Like just get someone put a bad thought in his head and just kind of ran with it.
No, I don't know why he did what he did. I know he was sickly, but I don't know why he threw everything he had away.
Honestly, I'm just glad the Emperor is able to. As much as I don't care for the gods. It's nice to know that you at least have somebody keeping them at bay. Divine Fireball was pretty awesome to see.
Dude, I just imagine them just sitting there drinking, just shooting the shit.
Just making fun of
Just
them.
real, just real talk.
Yeah. I think at that point, Victor would actually point out, like, I don't actually have any problems with necromancy. I just don't like it when assholes make my job complicated.
Oh yeah.
It's a more of a personal bias than a
Well,
over glaring issue with a like I can't look. I'm
mm,
I can't saying I have a problem with necromancy. It's like saying I have a problem with throwing rocks from a glass house.
well, yeah, he always was kind of jealous of someone, so who knows? Jealousy makes people do stupid shit.
Yeah, here, and He'll raise a glass. He'll raise a mug to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bet. So yeah, probably Neil there and Victor's just recounting that story and shooting the shit while Lyra's off doing her thing.
I can give you the details off stream if you have questions. Neil, so we're not here all day explaining stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I was just dropping the most vague, stupid shit.
I mean, you can
Without
always watch
giving-
the
without-
YouTube archives, but that might take you
Yeah.
a while to get through. So I
And
can give you the
Neil
abridged version
dropping
after
the
stream.
most vague information, not being careful not to give away not to tell Victor anything too important
Revealing.
that he shouldn't too revealing about Namek that he shouldn't be saying.
Okay, so we're gonna jump over to Lyric then. Give me another survival check to try to make sure you find the area the priestess mentioned.
Great.
Yeah, you don't know what she meant by.
Even though she gave me specific southeast directions.
You can't tell which way southeast in this densely packed forest. There's so much
Tree City.
foliage coverage, you can't tell where the sun is right now, because there's basically everything is lit by artificial lights and like
Big
lamps across the
canopy.
place. So you decide to take this random path this way. And you come across a few more tree houses. See people come and going. Not sure what they're doing here.
Lyric's just gonna do the easiest thing then. She's just gonna go around shouting Oust's name. Just Oust! Oust! Oust!
You see, after a couple minutes, you see a guard come up to you. Are you looking for Oust, madam? I'm
Yeah, I'm
assuming.
looking for his house.
Are you one of his relatives? I know they moved away not too long ago.
Would she lie or tell the guard the truth? That's a good question. Heads or tails, Timmy?
Tails.
Okay, you get to choose. Would she lie or tell the truth?
I'm gonna say you're gonna tell the truth.
Alright, she's gonna be like, actually, I was hired by the Capitol to come investigate the undead that have been kind of roaming around. I went and talked to the head priestess lady in the tree, and she said the only person that the person that might have any inkling of what's going on is Oust. And she told me where he was, or where his house is at. She said to the southeast, and then I looked up at the sky and I couldn't see the sun.
Yeah, I suppose if you're not from here, that makes sense. Our houses tend to block out the sun.
So if you know where he lives, is there a chance you can escort me there?
Well,
She did say she went to go check on him a couple days ago and he wasn't home. And he hasn't been coming to the tree at all. So I'm kind of concerned.
okay, he kind of looks around and kind of points, shuffles you kind of into this back alley area. So yes, I know you said you're one of the people sent to investigate. He's one of the people that is missing. We haven't made it public knowledge yet because his family's not around here. So if you could not go around spreading that, we'd appreciate it.
Okay, that's fine.
We've investigated his house and found nothing of value there because we think he was just one of the unfortunate people that just ran into the situation.
Okay. I do have in my company at least a scholar familiar with more necromancy and undead. So if there's anything that could be found there, we could find it. So if you could just give me an idea as to where his house is at, that'd be great.
Well, I don't know if you'd find anything of value there, because he went missing wandering out in the forest.
Oh, okay. Which part of the forest did he go wandering into?
You should have been already told where that was, right?
They were all wandering.
Give me an intelligence check. He's
13?
probably implying the area you were told to go investigate.
Okay. So I was like, okay. I was hoping maybe there would be something indicating. Because we've had past dealings where people were connected to things. So I was just curious if maybe he was connected to things, but if you didn't find anything, I guess you didn't find anything.
Yeah, Karlika did the search herself. She's not going to find anything. I don't know how anyone else will.
Okay. Well, thanks. Is there some place I could stay for the evening?
Yeah, he recommends, I'll show you to the Sugar Plum Ferry, the, main tavern in town. And he shows you to that place, and you see Nildir and Victor sitting on the table drinking and talking.
Okay.
Because Victor sticks out like a sore thumb in his black and red armor.
Yep.
We've been sitting and drinking here for a while. How strong are these elven drinks?
Not very strong.
Good to know.
Like, I'm not going to make you roll a con check at this point, because it's only been like an hour.
He did say there's nothing like purely alcoholic, so
Yeah, there is alcohol here.
Oh.
It's just that you asked for alcohol in the army barracks. There's not going to be any there.
At least none that they're going to share, not that
Yeah.
out of their own little personal stash.
it was mostly a joke. Mostly. It just made it sound like there was just nothing in the city that they were gonna get for him. So, meh, had to been merchant somewhere. Not only that, he is absolutely going to ask for something strong to put into a flask.
Yeah, the bartender says he can get you a good whiskey from here.
Excellent.
You can tell it's got when you sniff it when he puts it in there, it's got a nice earthy smell to it. So this is aged in some underground peat moss covered caves, so it gets a nice earthy tone to it.
Nice. He's gonna have to have it for his other flask. Alright. That's pretty much the thing. So other than like getting those spare potions, that's really all he's waiting.
Okay, so yeah. Starts getting closer to the evening, you get you go meet at the edge of the city and you see the halfling lady kind of ready to meet you there. So you guys heading out then?
Yep.
Well, I couldn't do much for you, but she hands you two which ones did I where are they here? Let me grab the book. Ow. Book again. Two potions of common healing.
He's gonna pass this over to Neil Deer.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Like I said, these are backups. I don't know exactly how much of a problem we're dealing. Just in case we get short or something, we need to spare somebody. In case we run across somebody who's alive, needs to get out of a situation, we have options.
Shouldn't be anything too crazy.
Also, I'm more worried about if you two get knocked down. I don't have healing magic. So, want to be prepared for that might be a thing.
Hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, so that's the same info. Let's hop to it. See what we're dealing with and deal with it before it gets out of hand.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys head off to the area that you were told to go to.
Absolutely, unless anybody has anything else they want to do.
Let's see. We should head to the area, but just keep an eye out along the way for anything that stands out. After all, we were just given a vague area. We may find something along the way. We may find something a bit further.
Yeah. Again,
Okay, so yeah, after everyone give me a survival check here.
survival. 12.
Come on, Neil, you're get a 12 as well, because that makes my job easier.
Hold on, let's see. Survival. That means I need a base 10. Let's see if I can pull this off. And 9.
Ah. So yeah, since you're leaving in the dark, it's a little bit harder to walk through this path now, so what would have been an hour walk takes you 2 hours.
I mean, we all have night vision, dark vision, so shouldn't be too bad.
Suppose you do, but it still takes a little bit longer than it normally should have because of the light out. Everyone give me a perception check.
That's
Victor,
not
if you're
good.
using your dog, you get advantage on this.
Thank you. So 14.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a nat 1 and nat 20. I'll get something directly in the middle. Perception. 6.
I love how we all get on the worst roll of 14. There's the light out.
Yeah, everyone's second roll was 14. But yeah, Lyric, you and Victor, you notice this as you're getting closer there. It just smells god awful as you're getting closer to where you're going. Like, death is congregating in something.
I guess I have my asthma essentially. Great.
Essentially, yeah, that'd be a good way to put it.
Hmm.
Oh, by me.
Yeah,
Well, since you
nobody's
have
just not
I'll
bothered
have
by
dark
it.
vision, I can reveal a little further out.
Just not bothered by it. Kind of used to it. Used to the smell.
So yeah, this area, something seems off about it.
So
And it's
yeah.
even now, Neil dear, you can smell just it's. You probably didn't notice it before because of the It was far away from you. You're kind of used to the smell of death, but no, this is death incarnate here.
Like things have been rotting horrifically for a while.
Just nothing hits like the smell of death at night.
It's brisk. Also, I'm also getting the dual senses of me and my dog, and it's all just ugh.
In fact, Victor, give me a con check.
Oh, joy. Con check.
Yep. Or saving throw, I mean.
Nice, that saving throw. Anyway, 23, take it.
Oh, yeah, that's... Yep. Okay, I can deal with this for a bit now.
Nice heaven and hell roll.
Yeah, I'm just happy it's more heaven than hell.
Dear, 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 dear.
Yeah, I guess technically that would have been also 26, but whatever. I'm taking it. But yes. So just kind of, I guess he just kind of takes a little bit, just shoves something, a little bit of claw from somewhere on him, shoves up his nose, like, much better. All right. So we've got the unholy stench of God knows how much rotting things. Who wants to scout ahead?
Well, you've got your doggo, right?
That's true. All right. All right, boy. Let me know what you find. He's gonna let his puppy go racing forward to see if he can hear or see anything out of the ordinary. That's not, zombies, anything to be instantly worried about.
Okay, everyone give me a perception check.
Yeah, we'll do with put on my dog's perception. Good old Gnarl.
Don't see anything. Take a look. It's in a book. It's fucking dark here.
This would have advantage on it.
Yeah, so 22.
Like I said, everyone gets the perception.
I don't see shit here. Oh wait, I actually do.
Yeah, everyone hears helps if I'm on select so I can actually get the prompt. You hear rustling coming from there. And Gnarl kind of stands on edge. He's kind of got the thing where his like front paws are down, his back legs are up, and he's growling. Is basically the hair on the back of his neck is just straight up, and he's growling.
I found something. So let's see. So if I'm just going to have his sword out. I think we never actually chased the weapon. I think it's still just. Yeah, it was acid. 'Cause I remember we weren't doing anything that cold would help with. So it's just got to go old Bayhem ready.
Okay,
boy.
and as you come closer to this area, you see a zombie shambling forward and a walking flower-like thing shambling towards you. Need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, joy.
My God.
So first off. Modify 20 for Victor and Gnarl. $14. I'm assuming that's the
Yeah, it's kind of not blended in there very good because it's just doesn't have any background to it like the zombie does.
Yeah. I mean, it is well camouflaged, let's put it that way.
Lyric just needs your initiative.
Yeah, I think Nilde has technically the higher dex, right?
Yes.
And you get to do this in the dark. Because you decided to do that. So, Nildir, you are up.
Yeah, we all have dark vision.
True, but still.
Cool.
You would have gotten to see the full map had you gone in the daytime.
Yeah,
So
but
far,
we also might not have found any undead if we weren't during the day.
Again, I'm trusting the expert here.
I say may. They're always unpredictable.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just kind of move up forward to see what Victor's looking at, and oh shit, somebody's walking at us.
They're coming right for us.
It's coming right for us.
So anyway, dude. Neil, here, would you do the honors?
Of course. Gotta give it a little pew pew action. Does a 23 hit?
23 does indeed. Or is it AC on this? Yeah.
Delightful. 15 fire damage.
That's max fire damage. Damn.
Nope, not max. A 10 and a 5, but yeah.
Oh, well, half max. It's still pretty good.
Still very
Okay.
nice.
Anything else you want to do?
No, that was with that boyo there. That's all I can do. One little spell.
Okay, Victor, you are up.
Alright, let me see. We've got it. We've got floor. We've got some nasty floral nonsense and a zombie. So which should I go for first? Let's see. You know what Victor's gonna do? He's going to walk right. He's gonna run right up to zombie, first seen zombie, and he's gonna use sort of mayhem and do good old green flame blade.
Okie dokie, roll to hit.
First off, green flame blade. Oh yeah, we gotta hit him first. That's crit.
Yeah, that hits.
Let's see. First off, does that? I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect the. Does it affect Green Flame Blade's damage as well? The crit.
I would say so.
Yeah,
that's- yeah,
it
that's rolled with
affects
dice.
all dice that are rolled.
So please take 6 plus 12, so that's 18 slashing damage, 6 acid damage, and now for the fire damage. Let me know when it's just straight up dead.
Okay, well, technically, you don't even have, Green Flame Blade doesn't even come in enough time to not have it survive. So that's a crit, so it doesn't even get the chance to try to survive that. So
That's okay. That's okay, because that wasn't really the point. That wasn't totally the point. The point was to have it bounce over to the other one.
okay, well, if you want it, if it has an additional ability that lets it bounce over, you can still do that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the fire. Let's see, from the fire to the target hit, and fire damage to the second creature increases to 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier. Hence why I was asking, does that also affect the crit damage? I think that's also affected as well. I think.
Roll the spell description just to be sure.
Yep. One more. Because yes, it's the 5th level one where it's the attack deals beneath fire to target, and the fire damage to the second creature that's within 5 feet.
Yeah, that's just your spell casting ability modifier. So that's just a flat damage. It wouldn't affect that.
Yeah, no, it's 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier, and that's it. Yeah, it's right. It's just falling 5th level and up.
Yeah,
It's
so
only
the,
it only goes up by I get 11 from 17 level.
yeah,
I
the
would
second
pose
creature
the
takes fire damage equal to your spell casting ability modifier. You don't roll for that; it just does that damage.
Well, yeah, I'm saying it's specifically this portion right here because we are level 7. Yeah, I'll highlight that.
I would say that if it was the original target, you would double it, but if it's just the
Yeah.
modifier, yeah.
I can agree with I would.
Okay, so yeah,
This is
one.
just-
Okay, I didn't read that second half, so yeah.
Yeah, it's literally that. Yeah, it's the second half that matters.
Yeah, because it doubles dice rolls only.
Yeah. So, okay. 1d8 fire damage with spellcasting modifier. So our spell attack modifier should be 7. Minus 7. What am I saying? Oh, let me roll a d8 first and then go from there. 6 plus spellcasting modifier, which is 4. So 10 fire damage to the floral creature.
Okay.
I do get a minor action, but I think, let's see, I was back here, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I can only take one move action, so I think I'm done. I don't think I can use the rest of my movement right now, so meh. Yeah, I think we're good there.
Okay. Lyric, you are up.
This a cliff edge here or what?
That is a cliff edge, yes.
Okay, so I can see down below.
Yeah, I'll reveal that area since you should be able to see it.
Lyric's like, we've killed enough undead that I'm not too worried about Victor. I'm gonna go check out other things. How far down is this cliff edge?
Say about 10 feet. So if you slide down, you should be fine.
Yeah, she's just gonna go ahead and slide down. And she's just gonna give it a look around.
What is your, range of dark vision again?
Normal dark vision is 60 feet.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, they'll reveal what you can see then. It goes slightly off the edge and doesn't reveal everything. Yeah, you see another one of those flowers and another zombie over there.
The flowers look very suspicious then, right?
Yeah, like right here, there is, there's
Okay,
another
let's have
zombie.
it like fire. That's on the flower.
Flower? Okay,
Mhm.
that does hit.
That's for 10 fire damage on the flower.
Anything else you can do?
She's gonna... Oop, not my measuring tool. She's gonna walk a little bit more forward this way. That'll be it.
And you have 60 feet too, right, Victor?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, then you'd technically be able to see the other two zombies.
Boy.
But it is
Oh,
Pupper's
so
turn.
zombies. Pupper's going to run up and use the help action to give Victor advantage on his next attack.
Okay. Well, it's that flower's turn, and he sees the dog right at his feet. So he's going to, make a tentacle attack at that thing.
Don't you dare. You're just like, don't you dare.
It's going to be 15 to, Gnarl's AC.
That hits.
So that's going to be 9 damage.
Ew.
And then... four poison damage.
Oof. That's not good.
Yep, and he's going to attack him again.
Oh god.
That's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
So that's going to be 8 bludgeoning damage.
You can stop right there.
Okay.
Pupper just
Poofs out of existence.
poof out of existence.
Okay.
Victor is gonna get visibly angry at that.
And he's going to take this and move up. Whoop, that is... shamble up next to you, Victor. It is now Zombo's turn. What's their movement again? 20 feet. That zombie's going to come up and slam into you. And just ding off your armor.
A scratch and nothing more.
Yep. He can't. I'm just going to get this guy off the... No, I'm actually going to keep him there. For a reason. This one kind of shambles down the cliff here. Is making its way towards you. I forgot this guy should have moved here. He's going to move towards you as well, Lyric. Another zombie fumbles down that wall. Lands face first on his... There. That's where he's going to end his turn. Nildir, you are up.
Mm-hmm. Cool to the beans.
Now, I'm not saying fireball, but I'm also thinking, would be really good right around now.
Unfortunately, I do not have fireball.
Oh. Disappointment.
But
You have another fun spell I know you just took, though.
yeah, but that spell's only one target. So I was going to do my other, a different fun spell I have. I don't mind getting up close and personal. Am I able to make this move, Mr. Timmy G?
Yeah, that'd be fine. Well, there is a rock right there, so that would... No, that rock's going to block part of your movement. Wait. Let me see here. Yeah, if you're to go right next to Victor, then go... Yeah, you could do that. If you have 30 feet.
Damn it. Nah, the problem is I was trying to get above where that zomboid is.
Yeah, the rock I'd say would count as difficult terrain because of how its size it is. You can get right next to him, but not right here.
Yeah, I kind of needed a diagonal. So that spell's not going to work. I was going to lightning bolt through them. Oh well, sorry. Excuse. You know what? If it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm just gonna go ahead and move up to kind of like 2 spaces behind Victor here. And put off another firebolt. Firebolt. There's a 17 hit.
You're doing the zombie, the corpse flower, right?
Is that what is the flower above him?
What are you attacking? One of the zombies or the flower guy?
The zombie.
Zombie? Okay, yeah, that still hits the zombie.
Oh wait, shit! I forgot this was an actual thing.
Yeah, if you want to reconsider your movement, you can.
I'll actually do something fun then, because from this angle, I can put a bolt right between the flower and the actual zombie here.
Okay.
So I will need dexterity saves.
Yes, those work really well for these two things. Well, actually, that one's better than I thought, but... Yeah, that's a fail.
Still, you just need a 15.
And the zombie definitely fails. Yeah, they both fail.
And basic lightning bolt for Oh, it's asking what level. Yeah, there we go. 3 6s, 2 5s, and a couple 4s for 39 lightning damage.
Yeah, well, that zombie's gone.
That was a very nice lightning bolt.
Anything else you can
Nice.
How's the flower looking?
do? It took that like a champ.
Cool beans, that's all I'm doing.
Okay, Victor, you are up. I need
Flame-
you to make me a Constitution saving throw, though.
Constitution
Yeah,
saving throw?
Yep.
That was for Pupper.
25.
Okay, so yeah, now that you got really close to this thing, and oh god, this smells goddamn terrible. Like worse than being around people that have been dead and rotting for days. It's like, oh. But you managed to work your way through it, and it shouldn't bother you the rest of the fight now.
No, he's Victor's angry. He is going to use his green fire blade and focus on the corpse flower.
Okay.
So let's see. Good old okay, Mayhem. Do not let me down. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
So first off, you 12 slashing, 3 acid.
Okay.
And that will be followed by, let's see, how much is my fire damage? Green flame blade. Yep. And that just takes 1d5 fire damage. And I think the other, actually, I think the other one might be in range. I will figure that out later. 1d8 fire damage. And he's reading himself on fire as he's surrounded by enemies. 7 fire damage.
Okay.
So here's a question: does that hop? Is that within 5 or 10 feet?
Was this green
feet.
flame blade?
Yeah, it has 5. I think 5 feet to the next person. So or the next target.
So yeah, there's nothing within 5 feet of that corpse flower.
Just me.
Because yeah.
All right. So that's the first attack. Minor action, second attack is war magic, and that was a cantrip. Does a 19 hit?
19 does indeed hit.
A 12 slashing and 2 acid damage.
Okay.
Let's see, rain of flame, blah blah blah. And yeah, that will be his action. His actions for the round.
Okay. Lyric, you are up.
Question. What's the CR rating I can be on polymorph? Let me pop it for you. Because it says equal to my level, which is... I don't know how you want to deviate how CR transfers over to player level or not.
What are you going to what are you trying to transform first?
Well, it will depend upon what your answer is. Because if I could be a CR8 beast, I'll be a CR8 beast.
Let me read the description again here.
New form, can it be any beast whose challenge rating is equal or lower than the target's or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating?
I would say, yep.
Yeah, I'd say you can turn into anything CR8 or lower. But you have to give me a reason you know what the creature is, too.
Okay. Well, let me look at the list of possible answers here. because it's only beast. Let me see what this says as beast. Okay. Do dinosaurs exist in your universe?
Dinosaurs.
Okay.
I think that's a fair question. If you say yes, if you say yes, I might turn into a T-Rex if she knows what a T-Rex is.
Okay, give me a history check.
I'm good at these.
Famous last words.
19.
You've seen images in books of creatures that said to roam the worlds at one point in some offshoot islands and stuff like that of things called T-Rexes.
I want to be a T-Rex. She's gonna polymorph herself into a T-Rex.
Okay.
Hold on, I've got the token. Let me see if it will give me access to it or not.
Got a big head, little arms. I'm not exactly sure how well this plan was thought through.
Do you remember which book those happen to be in?
They are in the regular book.
Okay. There's said regular book.
Or at least I'm pretty sure they're in the regular book. And it says they're in the monster manual.
Yep, page 80. So they're under dinosaurs.
I have it in my compendium.
Yep. Page 80. Specifically 80. Yep. 80.
They're
Definitely.
huge.
Do you not have the monster manual in World 20?
I do, but I'm just
Okay, so if you just go to the
Yeah, I
token
know.
in the top, okay.
Very useful the compendium is.
just trying not to lose the one page in the one book because I don't have the corpse flower in my thing.
Okay, well then just keep it in your book and then just...
The Corpse Bride.
Ugh.
Corpse Bride. I want some Corpse Bride.
It's fine. There's just gonna move over here.
There, I should have given you the thing to control in the book. In the thing. Can you see it?
It would have to be in my journal, but let me see if I can drag and drop.
There, I hit the wrong. There we go.
And by dragging and dropping, it should drop it into... Okay, so we'll do this the easy way, Mr. TBG. You just search Tyrannosaurus Rex in the compendium.
Mm-hmm.
Just drag and drop the token onto the map.
I did, and it didn't. It just gave you the one symbol.
That will put it in the journal.
Yep.
If you
It says you should have it on my screen.
It does, but it's not. Okay, so it just might be something Roll20 acting goofy.
Yeah, Roll20 was acting goofy for me a bit ago too, so we'll just use your token for now and call it good.
Let me see if it actually pulls up the page. Okay, it does. That's fine. That's all I need.
Roll 20 be new boot goofy.
As long as it pulls up the page, that's all I need.
And I just lost the corpse flower page,
Oh no.
but I found it again.
Okay. So she's just gonna walk forward. She's gonna bite at the plant. That's 21.
That'll hit.
Okay. Let me roll damage on this. That's 23 piercing damage to the plant. It needs to make a DC 17. Is that a strength check? Yeah, it's a strength check. Oh, no. It's already grappled. It needs to make that check on its turn. Right, if the target is a medium or smaller
This thing is not medium.
grappled. It's not medium?
Nope.
Okay, you're
it's
right.
large.
Okay, that's fine. So I can see the token right here. Yeah, okay. And then I'm just gonna swing my dino tail at the zombie.
Okay.
You're doing the multi-attack.
21.
Yep, that'll hit the zombie.
That's a 31 bludgeoning.
Damn.
Well, that zombie's over here now and in pieces. It killed it. I'm not even going to waste my time rolling to see if it survives.
I've got 50 feet of movement. I moved maybe 10 feet.
Okay.
Can't get through things, but I am a huge beast. No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at. That's gonna be their turn.
Okay, so now it's the corpse flower's turn. I'm going to start with the one with Victor. Give me a perception check, quick, Victor and Nildir.
Perception. But it's
Victor, you hear the flower thing do a weird gurgle inside of it.
Ah.
As one of the flowers on top of it seems to shrivel up and disappear. As it seems to regrow part of itself. And now it's going to take some swings at you with its tentacles.
Giggity. Giggity, 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 giggity.
So yeah, that's going to be 22 to your AC.
Is it? Is it really? I mean, is it really? So, no. I am down that spell slot.
Okay. So it makes another one. Remember how you had adamantium armor?
Oh, it crit, didn't it?
It just critted.
Oh, consequences of my own actions. Anyway, how much damage do I take?
Just a second, let me roll for it.
I'll see, let's take 1d4 fire damage.
So that's going to be...
No, I said 1d4 fire
9
damage.
bludgeoning damage.
9 bludgeoning. Yeah, that's still, it's 2. Because of how sit stack. So, let me get a note. Give me a sec. Let me get my notepad up.
And that's going to be 15 poison damage.
So you said 9 blood. You said 9 bludgeoning
Yep,
and 14 poison.
15 poison.
And what is that halved? 7 or 8. I forget if it's round up or round down.
We'll
It's
say
round up,
7.
isn't it? Yeah. So 9 bludgeoning and.
And why are you taking half damage again, just so I can remember?
Give me one moment. It's very specifically to cold. That's resistance to cold and poison damage.
Okay.
It's very specific. So hold on. Where's my notepad again?
So technically that one roll you had for the Constitution save would have actually been with advantage, too, so...
Huh. I didn't know it was poison, so live and learn.
Well, I would have told you that one if you would have failed, so you would have realized that, and we could have done it then, but...
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I know why you were having it.
Not at 7:16.
But with its third tentacle attack, it's going to swing over at, you, Nildir.
Gross.
That's going to be 24 to your AC.
I
Is
just
it
see that.
though? Is it though?
Are you also need pop shield?
No, because that won't help me for shit.
Oh. Also, yeah, the plant creature takes 2 fire damage. It's smacking
Yep.
me.
Okay, I'll factor
Yep.
that in quick.
Yeah, let's see what this thing do.
Okay, so that's going to be minimum damage of 4 bludgeoning. 9 poison.
Four bludgeoning, 9 poison for 13 total.
Yep.
All right. That's fine.
Anything else? Were you just going to take that?
Yeah, I can't do anything
Okay,
to
okay.
reduce that.
Yeah, let me roll something for other corpse flower here. Wow, what are the rolls for that? Holy crap. This one's gonna take some swinging at you, Lyric, in your T-Rex form. Rolling good with these things, so that's gonna be 20 to your AC.
Yep.
So that's going to be 11 bludgeoning
Okay.
and 9 poison.
Okay.
Another attack. Also 19 to your AC.
Yep.
12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Holy crap, that's 18 poison. That was max on the poison there.
Okay.
And that's a nat 20, so that's gonna hit.
Okay.
It's gonna be 16 bludgeoning damage.
My concentration. Okay.
And 14 poison.
Okay. I'll lose concentration on the.
So you're no
Last
longer a
hit.
T-Rex?
Yep. But I mean, you know, that thing did a lot. It didn't even get through half the T-Rex's HP, so.
So that it carries over. Essentially. That's what I was reading the spells, that it has to burn through your whatever I think X's damage.
He didn't.
Carries over.
He lost concentration on it. Didn't lose.
I lost concentration on the last hit. So the last hit the T-Rex for the HP, not me.
That's what I'm saying. Is that
Technically.
I'm saying the T-Rex form took all the damage,
Yep.
but since the last concentrated on the last attack, none of it carries over. That's my point.
Yep, none of it carries over.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
good.
not me. This is not me checking. This is just me checking my own knowledge on polymorph.
But that means it's Zombo's turn.
That one's dead.
The
Well,
one by
I forgot
you
they're all
still
going the same
standing,
time.
Victor, so he's gonna slam into you again.
That's right. They're all running on the same.
Yep. Yep, that's less than 10, so that's no way in hell that's hitting you.
Yep. Bounces off the Arcane Shield.
And this other one's slowly walking towards Lyric. I'm not going to be able to do anything. Nildir, make me a con save, please.
A con save. Is this for poison or?
Yes, it is something for poison.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just for the stench coming off the.
Well, it's the stench is going to poison you. It's so bad.
Oh damn! It must be really bad if I'm used to the smell of death and it still messes with me. Nat 20.
Yeah, now that you've been around the smell for a little bit, yeah, you're used to it.
I'm used to the smell of death in general.
And you only have to pass that once, and you're good. So
how's this thing looking?
it's looking pretty beat up. Another good hit should probably drop it, but you did seem like it noticed it did seem to like recover itself a bit there, a bit back.
You know, I kind of want to show off something cool. And I just want to be done with this damn flower already. So, I think you know where this is going. I'd like this thing to attempt to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. That's probably going to go bad. 15. It rolled good.
Yeah, it just barely passes because the DC's 15.
And what spell were you using?
Rothium's Psychic Lance.
Okay. And does that not have half damage on a miss, or is that just a...
It does have half damage, so it's
Okay.
still gonna hurt some, just not nearly as effective as I was hoping it was gonna be. So it's only gonna take 14 damage
Okay.
on a level 4 spell.
It's a shame someone doesn't have a spell that's designed for fighting plants, but... Anyway, anything else you want to do this turn?
No, that's all I can do.
That's all you can do, you said?
Yep.
Victor, you are up.
Second verse, same as the first.
Okay.
Go, Mayhem. Burn that plant away. That is a critical miss.
Okay, let's see how bad this goes. Give me a, dex save quick.
A dex save?
Yes.
That's another critical. 3. So it fails. That's not
Okay,
good.
so yeah, you're going for the swing, and Mayhem slips out of your hand and lands over here.
Oh, that's a shame.
I'm just glad it didn't fly at me.
You know, me too. I'm just, of all the things out, that's actually not so bad.
I rolled good on that severity check, so I gave you a chance to catch it. But
That's good. That's okay. We're just gonna bonus action back to my hand. And I am done with this plant. So I'm gonna action surge and kill this damn thing. Say, let's try that again.
action surge isn't a bonus action to trigger, right?
No, yeah, no,
No.
it's just
Okay,
it's
I'm
just
trying to
a thing. It
remember.
gives me one more action.
I was
Don't do
so hoping for another nat 1 there.
That would have been. I would have been. Honestly, I would have laughed. It would have been hysterical. So 6 ashing and 6 acid damage.
Okay.
And because it's a regular attack, I still have extra attack left. So I get my full attack action back. And I didn't use a cantrip.
25 will
25 to
hit.
And then I'll be done attacking. 11 slashing and 3 acid.
Okay. Lyric, you are up.
She's gonna
Swan.
take a step back.
Okay, I still need you to
wasn't
make
done yet.
a Constitution saving throw, though.
Okay.
Because this plant smells terrible. You
17.
pass it. You're now used to it, so don't have to worry about that anymore for anyone.
She's going to pull out her lyre, and she's going to cast this.
Okay, can you draw on the map where you want
Yep,
that, please?
I will. Yep, just gonna go like right this. And,
Okay, so yeah,
put it
that'll-
over here. got a little bit more. Just go right there.
Can you roll the description just so I can remember how this works exactly?
Sure. And it's obviously pointing toward the plant and the zombie.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So here, I'll put an arrow.
So they have to make a dex save, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, good thing. Well, zombie failed that miserably. That was a heaven and hell roll there, so the plant saves.
Okay, then the zombie takes 23, the plant takes half of that, which is 12.
Oh, wow. I rolled a 19 on the thing to make sure it stayed alive, but that's not enough to keep it alive. Okay. Anything else you can do?
Just gonna move a little bit more. Oh. Hold on. Just do that. It's gonna move back down this way.
Okay, so that does
Hold on,
technically provoke an attack of opportunity from the flower.
Okay,
Because it does have reach, so.
that's fine.
That's going to be 15 to your AC.
That'll miss.
Okay. Anything else you can do?
I could bonus action, but no, I'm good. There's nobody in range that I can inspire, so.
Okay, since I'm already at you, I'm going to start with the corpse flower near you, so it needs to make another dex save, correct?
Yep. If he plans on moving through or not moving away.
Now, it's going to keep moving towards you, so that'll get it there, but it'll be 14, so that'll fail it, right? So roll damage. It'll take that full 25. You see one of the flowers on its back kind of like suck in. You seem to see it, Wow, I am rolling crazy on those. Most of the damage it seemed to take from that wall of fire just seems to dissipate. And it's going to make a swing at you with its tentacle. It's going to be 13 to your AC for the first one.
That will miss.
Even less than the second one.
If it's even less, that means it misses too.
It's going to be 20 on the third.
Let me just make sure everything's when you kisses. That'll hit. I'm gonna cutting words the damage from it.
Okay.
See,
So it'll be 6 bludgeoning.
I'll take the 6 bludgeoning. I'm gonna knock down the poison.
And it's going to be 7 poison.
Okay. My dice is a D8 still. Okay. So I take 6 points of poison.
Poison.
Other zombie up here, you see it's one of the flowers on its back kind of like shrivel up. That's not what I meant to hit. Let me roll for that. What are my rolls for this today? As it starts lashing out at you, Victor, with its first tentacle attack.
Oh joy.
It's going to be 23 to your AC.
I am once again going to use my action to say no. With shield.
Okay. Gonna miss with the second one. It's gonna take the third one to swing at Nildir then. For
Okay.
22 to your AC.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That's going to be 13 bludgeoning damage and 9 poison.
Getting really sick of this plant.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And one zombie that's Victor seems to be leaving alone is going to make another slap at him. Well then.
Nat 20?
Nat 20. Still not going to do that much. It's only going to be 7 damage, but still bludgeoning.
Ow.
As he basically slams into your arm just right to twist it in a weird angle.
Ugh.
But Nildir, you are up.
That's Mars.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna do what I should have done the first time. That I just remembered that I have. That I am punching myself for not remembering I had the first time. I need that plant to make a disadvantage Constitution save.
Okie dokie then.
Oh my god, have you had Blight the whole fucking time?
I've had Blight the whole fucking
I
time.
picked these monsters because you took fucking Blight too, by the way.
No, I had Blight the whole time. When you said I had a new spell, I took the Psychic Lance. I had Blight all along. I
See,
didn't take Blight with this level up.
5.
5?
5.
So take 64 damage.
Which one were you casting that on, just out of curiosity?
The plant near me and Victor here.
Okay, so that thing just starts shriveling up. As it is very dead now.
Bleh. Just flops over. Bleh. And Finish just looks over like, you could have done that the whole time.
Yeah,
Oh,
when,
hey,
you
look, more zombies.
when you were talking about new spell, I'm like, oh, he's probably talking about the Psychic Lance that I picked up, the cool spell.
Oh, that's a lot more zombies.
As 6 zombies spill out of the thing.
Okay, so that's a problem.
That's what we call in the business not good.
Is it Victor's turn? Or no, do you still have
Well,
something to do?
unless Nildir has something else to do.
Yeah, no, the only other thing I can think of to do would take an action, and that'd be to make an Arcana check on these things.
You still have your movement.
Yeah, sorry, Victor.
That was right. I got a plan. Let's get out of the range.
That end your turn.
That ends my turn.
Victor, you are up and surrounded by a bunch more zombies.
Everything in this general vicinity, I would like you a dexterity save.
Okie dokie then.
Because you're getting hit with Active Scorcher.
And what's the DC on it?
15.
Failure. Failure. Roll damage.
Let's see, that is 3d8. Para. Give me 1 second. 13. Give me 1 second. I just have to make sure my Elemental Death doesn't come into place. Not that one. Plains of Philios. You can roll any roll of 1. So no 1s and 2 regardless. So 13 fire damage.
Okay.
Leave myself in flames. Do I have a bonus action spell? Action. I don't think so. So he's gonna take the movement and try and outpace some of these zombies. So he's just going to take the he's gonna take the chance and just get over to you. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Over what new there is.
Okay,
So
so yeah,
please
where are you going to
make
move?
your...
Okay, so that'll proc, I'll say 3 attacks.
Yes, I think
Miss.
3 attacks.
Miss. Yeah, I know those are going to break your AC.
So,
Lyric, you are
this
up.
is a pickle.
Lyric's up. She drops concentration on the firewall,
Okay.
and she's gonna take a few more steps back. I think that will be good enough.
Okay, that thing has reached that still will proc attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
19 to your AC.
Shit. You just don't give me any times to go cutting words. I was gonna cutting words the attack on that.
Okay, well, like I said, you... Go ahead, roll for it then.
That will miss, because that'll be a 14 then.
Yep.
Okay. And Lyric is casting this. So she essentially just makes a tornado around the big plant guy. So he needs to make a strength saving throw. As this is all liar magic.
Okay.
Oh, why are you not here?
Liar magic as opposed to truth magic.
This is 3d8 bludgeoning. Okay. The save on it is 16,
Which it failed.
so it takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Have a strong wind keeps fog, smoke, and other gases at bay, so it's no longer the poison gas that it's emitting is no longer around it.
Well, you wouldn't be affected by that anymore anyway, so...
Yeah, but if it tries to hit me with or gas it out, it'll just be.
Yeah.
And that will be Lyric's turn. Man, I rolled crap on that damage roll. Yeah, that'll be your turn.
Let me see here.
Oh, why am I?
But it can move normally from it, right?
Yes, but hold on, let me see. Make a shape. If it tries to move through, it takes damage again.
Yep, and it's still going to be in it, technically.
So, okay, so 3d8. That one's better, that's 14 points damage. Halved if it saves.
It does not.
Okay, so that's 14.
As you see this thing kind of doing that same gurgling stuff as one of its flowers wilts on its back, and I finally rolled like crap on that.
The idea
That
was
will
Lyric just-
end its turn.
Lyric just tried to slow these things down.
So, boop, boop. 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 Okay. They have a little more than that. And that's all the zombos can do.
Oh, this is beautiful. Thank you, Timmy G. This is beautiful. I love this.
Please blow them up.
Yeah,
And,
I'm gonna upcast a shatter and land it directly in the middle of this pack.
Okay.
So it will. I need 6 constitution. Let me just double check. I believe Constitution saving throws. Yeah, I need 6 Constitution saves.
The one thing zombies are technically good at, but fail. And for what's the DC?
15.
15. So 1 pass. 2 pass. Fail. 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 So 2 pass. 4 fail.
Okay. Well, with a level 3 shatter, they take 20, 23 to those that failed, and 11 to those that passed.
Okay, so I have to do some rolls here. Okay, so this guy is now dead. That guy is now dead.
Larry just no, there's just course explosion.
That one actually survives.
I missed that spell.
That one is dead. That guy is dead. There's so much damage, it's killing them outright. One guy just got a nat 20 on his thing here, so.
That's not nice to see that they're dead, Mr. Timmy G. They're already dead. They're re-dead.
So with that, only one of them is left standing.
Very nice.
Nice.
It did its job. And that is my turn.
Victor, you are up.
Steps forward. Green flame blade, just ending. We're
Roll
just
to
like
hit.
110% done. Oh, that's another crit fail.
Okay then.
Yay. Same rolls before, or?
Well, let me
What's my
see
new
severity here quick. Okay. You just miss.
Ah. So second attack. Actually, no. That
You
would
did
not
say
be
you're
it,
using
because-
green flame blade, so you can't do its second attack anymore, though.
No, but I do have a minor action, which lets me do a normal. So and then I'm gonna be technically done.
Okay.
God bless rollings. 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Go, man. Finish this, please. 10 slashing, 1 acid.
As you stab the zombie in the chest, it just keeps walking towards you.
I already used my action surge, so.
Anything else you can do?
And technically, since I did use a fire spell, Flames of Fellow Ghost, read myself in.
Okay. Lyric,
Yeah,
you
that's
are
it.
up.
Eric's gonna take a little bit more distance. I can still see the plant from here.
Yeah, you have dark vision, so you can see fine.
I was more concerned about angles, but that's all right.
Oh,
And just the firebolt.
okay.
It's a 23 for 9 damage. As I'm just rolling crap for damage. She's going to keep concentration on the Tornadus, because guess whose turn it is?
By the way, this tree is on fire, just in case everyone's wondering.
Yeah, that's on fire.
Yeah. I mean, wall of fire doesn't do that.
So the
I'm
plant
sorry.
is up. That was a dex. What was the thing? Strength?
Strength save. There we go. That's a little bit better of a roll.
And what was the DC?
It's my DC, which is a 16.
Ooh, and he got 15, so...
Woo! That level up at level 8, putting it back into my charisma. That's what I'm talking about. I should be out of tentacle range.
Yep. As he slowly ekes his way towards you, I'm going to assume you're going to drop concentration on that next turn, but... The
Yep.
one zombie that's still standing is going to slam at Victor and miss. Nildir, you are up.
Cool. I think it's just time to finish this thing off.
Please.
It's kind of sad, so I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at it.
Lyric down from the valley. Help! Help! Help!
Oh, can I see what's going on down there?
Yeah, you can see that. You have dark vision.
Just
And technically,
More or less.
this area is in enough light that you don't need it anymore because the tree that is on fire.
Like there's a tree on fire or something.
I was just more or less worried about if there's any blockage from the cliff here.
Nope, that's downward, so you can see fine.
Victor, you've got that one right.
Yeah. By all
Alright.
means, help Lyric.
Just make sure that I'm within range for this thing. 60, yeah. Yeah, it's within 60 feet, yeah. Alright, yeah, I don't have another level 4, but I can do this. I'll drop a shatter on that freaking plant. So I needed to make the plant to make a con save. Gold number is 15.
Unfortunately, it will make that save, so this will be half damage, correct?
Yeah, so it'll probably only do like 3 damage, but let's see what we got. I should have just firebolted, but I thought it would fail. But oh well. Get to 10 damage. 10
Okay,
thunder.
still not bad. This plant is starting to look a little beat up now, so...
Are you out of blights?
I only have 2 level 4 slots. I used a blight and a psychic lance. That's all I had.
Okay.
Shame that Psychic Lance didn't hit, because that probably would have killed it, actually.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, that's all I can do right now. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna take 5 foot step up next to Victor in case he flubs this.
Well, let's see if Victor flubs this.
Here's hoping I don't flub his rare attacks, because it doesn't feel the need to waste more cantrips on this. 14 to hit.
I'm pretty sure that hits a zombie, because those things have crap for AC. Yes.
11 slashing damage, 1 acid.
Yeah, it doesn't go down.
That's alright, I got a second attack.
At 1.
Do not nat 1, I swear to God, roll 20. 20.
That'll hit.
12 slashing, 5 acid.
There! It finally gets a bad roll on its, I don't die roll.
I don't wish to die, Mr. Stark. Oh.
Anything else you can do?
Let's see, that is my action, so I still have a bonus action and move. Victor is going to position himself over here. Let's see. Actually, he was right. Yeah, I've got enough movement. So he's gonna try and slide down the cliffside.
It's steep enough. It's you can go down with fine with no issues.
I'm gonna put that right there and say, "Hey, ugly." He's just gonna start shouting insults at it, just kind of to try and get his attention.
Okay, Lyric is up then if that's your turn.
Fortunately, yes, it is my turn. I don't have anything. I don't have any attacks that are bonus damage. Or based on bonus attack, that would help.
Lyric should look at this thing and cast Bane!
Brrr.
Charisma.
Charisma saving throw.
That's one thing plants are known for, is their massive charisma. That's a -3, so yeah, it fails.
Hey,
Hey,
that other plan was intelligent as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give inspiration to my good friend Victor. This part of the wall, is there any parts that I can climb up?
If you went to like here, that'd be fine. Although if you just want to go that way, it's difficult terrain.
I more or less just want to stay at least 10 feet away from the plant. That's the
So if you
idea.
went here, that'd be 10 feet. That'd be 20 feet of movement.
That would be, if I can do that, that's great.
Yep. And then you could do, if you have 30, you could make it there with no issues.
And then the Tornadus is gone.
The Tornadus is gone.
So,
Well-
Lyric's gonna be nice and she'll stay like right here, so that way she can keep an eye on it. So
The plant did hear Victor, so that's easier smacking around. That's going to be 23 to your AC.
it's -3.
It's attacking Victor, not you.
It's anyone.
Oh, okay.
When a target that fails this saving throw makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, target must roll a d4 and subtract that number from the roll.
Okay, so 20 to your AC, Victor.
Does not hit.
Okay. Attacks again. No. That made it 0. Not at 0. 6 or something. He rolled a 2.
Bane!
Brrr.
And yeah, that's a 10. So those all miss.
You merely adopted the forest. I was born in it.
Molded by it.
Nildir, you are up.
Cool. I'm just gonna firebolt this thing because I only have a handful of spell slots left. So yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do.
Roll to hit.
Boom. 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
5.
Okay. Anything else you can do?
Nope.
Victor, you are face to face with a corpse flower.
I'm pretty sure this thing has tremor sense. There's no visible eyes. Darkest one. So
Yeah, it has blind sense.
Yep.
yeah. Shame. Anywho, we're just going to. We're gonna buff myself with mirror image. Since now I know what happens when these things die. So now he has a debuff on that. As for anything else I can do. Now I'm gonna give these 2 time to just keep casting Fireball and wait for what's gonna happen. I don't think actually no my magic stuff helps.
Okay, so that
Bonus
creates.
action.
What does that create? How many images of you? 3.
Yeah,
Yep,
3
3.
duplicates, and it has to roll a die every time it wants to attack. Let's see which one. Let's see. You have to roll a d20 to determine when to attack. Instead, targets one of your duplicates. Dudes, since you have must roll higher.
There we go.
Yeah, basically, has to roll below a 6 to hit me.
Okay, anything else you can do then?
Nope.
Lyric, you are up.
27?
27 does indeed hit.
Oh my Christ.
Jeez.
Oh my Christ.
Hey, you
Have to
did
turn
one
on
more
my
than I
light
did.
and roll this manually. Roll 20.
You did one more than I did.
Anything else you can do?
Maybe as inspiration, how's Victor looking? Victor's not hurt, is he?
No, he's hurt. Not
Oh, okay.
terribly bad, but still a chunk of health's missing. Ooh.
Wow.
You get 10 points of health back.
That's still helpful. That's very helpful.
That is 2 1s on those dice. That is
I
two
can see
ones.
that. I can see that.
Still not. That's still a sizable chunk. It's back now, so
Anything
I'll
else you
take
can
that.
do?
I know that'll be it.
Well, Flower Boy is going to take a swing at you here. Just remember, how does this work again?
Well, he did say if he does have blind sense, he does ignore it, but it's also not a concentration. This is so much more for after the thing dies.
Okay, so that's
Okay,
going to be a 20 to your AC.
Does not hit.
Okay. Even less. Even the same thing. So yeah, all 3 attacks miss.
Just for posterity's sake.
Okay. Nildir, you are up.
Cool. Firebolt. Pew! 18.
18 hits.
Please, roll 20. For the love of God!
Jesus, what the heck? Well, luckily my attack rolls are being crap right now too, so that's evening it out.
Two whole damage. 2 whole damage.
Anything else you can do?
No.
Victor, you are up.
Alrighty.
Kill this thing, Victor.
How wounded does this thing look?
It's looking pretty bad.
Alright, we're just gonna stick this to our standard round of attacks.
Not terrible, but
Yeah, Green Flame Blade. Let's just keep on trucking on. 15 to hit.
15 does indeed hit.
Okay, first the regular damage. 10
14.
slashing, 4 acid.
Okay.
Plus additional 4 fire damage, and I'm refilling. So you see 4 Victors just covered in flames.
Okay.
Bonus attack, it is followed up with a regular attack. That is a
22 will hit.
22. Not quite correct. 11 slashing, 6 acid.
So anything special you want to do when this one dies?
Well, since it's covered in acid, he wants to just basically bisect it, like straight down the center, and have both of them completely disintegrate away.
As it kind of flops in half, starts wriggling, it just stops moving.
Quick question: was this thing technically alive or just pure undead?
No, this thing was a normal living creature.
Okay, so plunge the sword into it and absorb its power.
Okay.
Fuck this thing.
I will count that as getting necrotic damage.
Woo!
And with that, that is going to end this fight, and I think that is a good place to end the session, actually, for the night.